Where?
In math class.
Really? What period is math?
8.
Oh, I don't know what to say then. I was going to say if it was third, people are getting hungry third period.
I would be hungry
Any period, you'd be hungry. Okay, this is disappearing here because I couldn't see your face. Okay, good. All right, guys. So let's do this. I'm going to skip. Well, let's cover all the third position and the second position first because the learning steps are kind of self-explanatory, right? Although we are not going to skip them because we don't do that, right? However, we are going to do the position stuff first because that's harder. Okay, so let's review the third position at the beginning first. Okay, of the pleyel of the Sonatina by pleyel. Okay, great. Here we go. We ready? So take yourself to third position to start out. All right, play the D. So it's like, how do you find that D, right? So you put your 1 in third position and then you climb up 2, 3 on a C sharp, and then fourth finger is going to touch. Now let's do that with the bow. So first finger A, second finger, adjust pitch, adjust, C sharp, and then the D. Now your hand is in the position that you're going to need. So now play the D. You've just set it up. First finger A. Now cross over for the F sharp. First finger D. Adjusting pitch. Okay, now you've got the fingering down. Now let's do it for intonation. Let's sing. I sound like an old lady. That's okay though. Ready? Now you've got the expectation in your mind. Abracadabra. Okay, and here we go. Let's play the D again. Make sure it's in tune. Yes. Hear the next note in your head. Play it. Hear the next note in your head. Play it. Adjust the F sharp. We're not there yet. And now the next note. Hear it. Adjust. Almost. Adjust a little bit more. Pause. Here's mine. No, use that. Adjust to that. So we all have different opinions. One at a time. Bianca first. That's it. Higher towards your face. There it is. Higher. Keep going. That's right. Now, I'm not even looking at your instruments right now, but if you're like, wait, that's not on the tape, it might not be on the tape. The tapes are liars. Okay? They're only 85% correct. Okay? So that's why you use your ears. Let's continue now. Here's measure 3. It's that same D. Ghost note F sharp. Second finger. D. E. F sharp. Then the D. Great. The next 2 measures are in first position. Let's skip them. Start at the next measure after that, which is the... And let's do that third position. Ready? Play that first finger A. Fourth finger. C sharp right behind it. Second finger B. Adjust it. And then the A. Fourth finger D. C sharp. Then the B. A. B. C sharp. D. Adjust, adjust. They're super touching. Go back to the C sharp, right? The C sharp, and then watch this. When you put your 4 down, I'm going to basically put it on top of the 3 without being directly on top. So that's how close. So play the C sharp. Now on top of it, the D. That's how close they are. And then C sharp again. B. A, G, crossover. Now shove it out of the way with your third finger, F sharp. Adjust that F sharp a little higher for somebody. That's it. Second finger E. Great. Now we're going to do our learning steps 1 through 11. Okay. I'm just looking ahead. And then basically then the second position is our next thing, because then 11 through the second position is all identical. Yes. So let's clap and count from the beginning. I'm going to bow. As I'm bowing, I'm creating an expectation of pitch in the realm of your mind. Okay. So here we go. Internalizing the pitch. Ready? 3 and 4 and 2 and 4 and now piano and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and now first position and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and back to third position and 2 1 and 2 1 E and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and are we good with the 30-second notes in measure 9?
I just I can play it, but I can't count.
So the counting behind the 30-second notes. So if it were a 16th note, a dotted eighth 16th note, it would be 1 E and Are we okay with that? Now, there are 2 30-second notes inside of 1 16th note. So the 30-second notes take up the same amount of space as 1 16th. But we don't have a counting system for the 30 seconds. So we say 1 E and That's it. Do that with me. Clap and count that. Ready? 1 E and But now when I was doing at a faster tempo, 1 E and 1 E and Do that with me. Ready? 1 E and Now it sounds like a chance. Okay. Now do 1 E and too. Ready? And 1 E and too. That's what it is. Makes sense? Okay. Do it again. Ready? And go. 1 E and too. Cool? Now, when you have the grace notes, like in measure 3, you just call it duh. And that's a system that we just made up here. Okay. 1 E and is a real system. 1 lolly is a real system. 1 lolly and lolly, we kind of like, other people don't go that deep. We go deep. Okay. 1 E and is a real system. The grace notes where we go duh 2 and 3 and or whatever it is, we made that up. Okay. But that's okay because it works.
I think there's somebody listening to us and they're like, are you okay?
You know, one time I had a drone on in one of my other schools in Mayapack, and I was going through the Promethean, and it was like my drone tone tool website that I always do. I had the A on, and we were tuning to it. We were practicing our intonation, and the computer lab teacher across the hall came in, and she was like, "Is everything okay in here?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "I thought like all of your electronics were exploding because there was just this sound coming through." And she was like, "That sounds awful to me." And I said, "Oh, it sounds meditative to me." I love the drone. Okay, here we go. We're going to clap and count measure 3 for the grace note. So 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, I had other things in my head. Ready? Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and do it again. I love your face. Okay, ready? And go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Fabulous. Okay, now we're going to clap and count a little slower. Okay, here we go. Ready? From the beginning, set yourself up. Find your 1, then you climb, and make sure the 4 is on top of the 3. Test it. Sounds good. Ready? 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 4 and 1 and 2 and just 3 and low 2, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, shift to third position, 1 and 2 and 3, right behind it, 1 and 2. 1 E and 3 and 4 and I said the wrong number, 1 and 2 and 3. Sorry about that. Okay, shall we have our bow? Questions? Let's have our bow. Here we go. Ready? 3 and now I'm going to go a little faster because we can. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and so 3 and 4 and first position and 2 and so 3 and 4 and 3 back to third position and 2 and 3 and 4 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Let's bow. Here we go. When did you learn the whole thing? When you were in Puerto Rico? Yesterday? You can't learn a piece in a day.
Hours.
Oh my God. Well, that's amazing. And it's worth it. Let me tell you. It's worth it. But I love that you're like yesterday.
Because in the first violin audition, I was like, okay, I'm confident in like this position now. So then I looked up a video to like just hear how it went.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went through like the learning stuff.
Oh my God. Amazing. Good for you, Emma. Fabulous.
And then I also did the makeup lesson.
Amazing. Good. These are all great things, guys. I love it. My dream is kind of like that. I have a dream of making a YouTube page with a billion different types of practice videos. Like, let's do the power tone scale. Let's do the up at the frog, down at the tip bow scale with a pizzicato in between. And then people can just go on YouTube and be like, you know what? I want to brush up on that scale. And then they can just use the practice video.
And you should make all your students subscribe. So then you get more subscribers. So then you're more like...
Well, not as organized. Yes, I can make some money.
Yeah.
Because I can't do it through the school YouTube account anymore because when I retire, they'll take it away from me. So I have to do it. I have a different YouTube account. I've already started my dream. It's called Miss Dear Videos. And I'm only going to give it to my students. You know what I mean? So, but whatever. And I'll just like make it public. I don't care. And the whole world will know how weird I am. And now we know that weird means of wisdom. So anyways, but that's fine. Yeah. And maybe I'll make some money. It's not really about the money though. It's really about like having that resource where it's like, oh, here's everything you need to know about how Miss Dear teaches the violin. It's right there. And then you can like self-direct through it. That's my dream. Okay, here we go. Ready? I have many dreams. I'd also like to look at the brain as it's plucking and counting. Let's bow. Here we go. Ready? Here we go. 3 and 4 and 2 and 4 and 3 and 4 and 2 and to 3 and 4 and first position. F sharp and 3 and 4 and 2 and 2. 1 E and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and nice. Good. So that's good. Now we have a place where we can practice our intonation from, but that was very well organized. Now let's go to the second position. Okay. So I'm going to skip 11. So whatever bar the G sharp is. Okay. The second position, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 for the audience. Okay. So bar 18. So let's just start in second position where we put our 1 on the G sharp. So go ahead on the E string in first position. I would just do a 1, a high 2 for my G sharp, and then I'm going to replace. Put my 1 where my G sharp is, and let's just find those notes for a second here. So play your G sharp first finger. Wait, here's mine. Don't trust your tapes. Trust your ears. What are your ears telling you? Find that note. Adjust it. Trust your gut. And then the A is right next to it. Second finger touches. Here's my A. Go back to the G sharp for fun. A again. Again, G sharp. A. Now, here's my B. It's a whole step away from the A whenever you're ready. Love it. Let's go back to the G sharp. First finger, first finger. Now third finger B. Third finger B, that's right. Back to the G sharp. Then the B. Third finger for the B. Now second finger A. So now we're going to do this. And we're going to land on the open E. No shifting yet. Okay, I know it's coming. Ready? Let's just bow that. Ready? 4 and 2. Again, same thing. Ready? Here we go. And 2. That's it. Now, let's talk about getting to third position. So the bar before that, we already know. Oh, I'm sorry. The rhythm is different, though. I was doing the rhythm in bar 9 because guess what? I was using my feeling self. Let me activate my thinking self. 1 and 2 E. It's a different rhythm with the same notes. And then I shift. So it's a baby shift. It's a half step. Okay. So what you're going to do is play the last note of bar, what is it, 17, right? You're going to play the A with your 1, and then you're going to shift back to the G sharp. Let's do it a few times. Play that A with your first finger. Wait a second. Use those ears. Here's my A. Shift back. Shift back up to the A. Now down a half step to the G sharp. That's it. Okay, so now you're going to start bar 17. And 2 E. And we're going to land on the G sharp. Okay, 17. Here we go. 3 and 4 and 2. Shift. That was it. That was it. And so then, so now we have to shift back to first position. And it's a little weird because it's like 1 open 3. Okay, so let's try the G sharp. And then we shift back. Third finger. All right, so play the G sharp for me. Open E. Now shift to the first position, third finger. Adjust that pitch. Here's my D. Here's my D. Find your D. Let's do that again. So we're just going to go. Okay. So play the 1 and hold it. Open E. Now the D. Adjust it. Adjust. Adjust. That's right. Let's do it again. Ready? G sharp. Open E. Third finger D. Adjust it. Now let's try doing it in an up bow slur as printed. like that. Ready? From the G sharp, up-o, up-o, up-o. There it is. Ready? Yes, good. Let's do the whole measure. So like that. Ready? And we'll land on the D to make sure it's beautifully in tune. G sharp, first finger, 4, and 2. Hold it. Is it in tune? Is the D in tune? Adjust, adjust. Great. Now start up our 17. We're going to go with the right rhythms. Okay, here we go. Ready? From the A, 4 E and a, 1 E and a, 2. Try that rhythm again. It's not part 9. 9 is 1 E and. This is 1 E and a, 2 E and a. 2 different rhythms. Let the feelings subside. Here we go. Ready? 17. 4 E and a, 1 E and a, 2 E. Good. Ready to shift. Here we go. And 2. Hold the D. Hold it. Is it in tune? Now C sharp right behind it. Higher. Adjust. And then you shift back to third position. Okay, so now let's keep going. That was very nice. No, let's do it one more time. And then we'll land on the C sharp this time. Okay, ready? 17. 4 E, no, 4 E and a, 1 E and a, 2 E. Shift and 2. Open, shift, high 2. Yes. Okay. And then we shift back. Now, most of these notes are the same, but look what's coming your way. The G sharp, and it's a 1 on that G sharp, not a 4. I know it looks like a 4 from a distance, but my eyes are not as good as yours probably. Okay. It's a 1. And so it's an X1 on that G sharp, that upcoming one, because it's like a low 1. It's like an extension, X for extension. Okay. So what you're going to do is normal, right? And then you're going to take your 1, you're going to go. You're going to visit second position, but not with a shift. A shift is when you move from the elbow, right? It's like you really go to places. This is just like doing a low 1, and you just go from this base knuckle right here. That's what's moving it. Can you try that once? Put your 2 down in third position on the B. Okay. And then just take your 1 and just do this, where you go to a low 1 to the G sharp, just with that knuckle, because that's all that's happening. And that's that G sharp and the next G sharp. So watch my hand for a second as I play it. I'm going to go fast, okay? Dip. You just dip. Here I go again. Watch my hands. Dip. And then it's a real shift. Okay. Make sense? You just dip in and dip out. All right. So here we go. Play your first finger A for me. Let's practice dipping. All right. Play that A. And now dip down. Dip back up. Dip down. Easy, easy. So let's try playing it now. Okay. Because you know how to play all of those notes. We'll go slow though. So from the A, second beat, first finger. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and fourth finger and 2. Here we go. Dip, dip back up. And 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and dip, back up, increase. Shift to first position. Here we go. C sharp. Good. Okay, so that was great. And then the rest of it is in first position, right? Now, let me just look at the second page really quick. All right, so if you look at 39, like the beginning, you know this already. This is new. So I'm looking at measure 47. C natural. That's where it changes. So that's a lot of new stuff. Okay. So my question for you is this. Do you want me to do, we have like 8-ish minutes left. Do you want me to do the third position on the second page right now? Or do you want me to solidify the third position on the first page within the context of learning steps? Opinions. I have 2 roads to travel, but I only have 1 set of feet. So which way do I go? Do we learn the third position on this page, or do we solidify the third position on this page? I've got 1 vote. Is that it? Are you choosing to vote or to non-vote? It sounds like a non-vote to me. What about you? Okay, that's 2 to, I don't know. Okay, here we go. So we're solidifying the front page now. So let's go back to measure. Well, let's start at 17. How about? Is that, you know where I am, 17? 17. So let's do this. Let's clap and count because we never skip clapping and counting. All right. But I'm going to do it fast now so that you have the feel for the flow. Ready? 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Wait, do that measure again and show me the rest, okay? 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and I'll stop it there. Now we'll pluck and count, okay? Do those measures at the end make sense? 1 and 2 and 3 and 3 and 4 and okay. Let's pluck and count from 17. Here we go. Ooh. All right, ready. Okay. 3 and I'm gonna go slower now. Okay. 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 and 4 and shift 1 and 2 4 C sharp 1 shift 2 and 3 and 4 1 and 2 and get ready to dip 4 dip back and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 Get ready to dip. 1 and 2 and 3. Shift first. 1 and 2, 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. G sharp. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 3. Very nice. Questions so far? Hover bow time. Ready? You guys, getting old. Okay. I did facial exercises this morning as I was like getting ready. I was like, I'm doing this on the camera because I feel like the muscles in my faces are getting, my faces, I have one face. The muscles in my face are getting old and I can't move my face as well as I used to be able to. You guys should ask your parents if they experience the same thing. I feel like I can't. My muscles are getting weak right here.
You know what's crazy?
What?
In like 5th grade, my teacher like played a video and it was like telling me to relax everything, but he said relax your jaw. And
Yeah.
I've never heard anybody say that.
Oh, I
It's
have.
so crazy how much like
Tension is in your jaw. Well, can I tell you? My jaw halfway dislocates itself sometimes because of violin. Because I get like this, right? Yes. And so, but now if I eat too many chips, seriously, or popcorn or stuff, the allergens that I'm not supposed to eat, it will lock and I'll go like gosh, and I will have to, it will dislocate on this side. And the muscle on this side is so much bigger than on this side. It's all from violin. And I take my hands, I have to go, I have to put it back in place. But like I start panicking when it happens. And so I get panicky, but then there's a whole process. So the panic starts and then there's like a second version of me that says, everything's okay. And it's like, it's nice to me. And so that version of me calms the other version of me down. So it's like, who am I, right? So it calms that version of me down and it says, breathe. Because psychologically, I'm like, oh my God, I can't breathe. But I can because I still have a nose, right? And so that version is like, you have a nose, just use your nose. And so I calm down because it doesn't just happen when I eat. It also happens when I sleep. And I wake up in the middle of the night, panicked with my jaw locked. Yeah. It's all from violin, which is why I play violin with bad technique now because I try not to put my head on it anymore. I have to when I shift, but I try not to put my head on it so that I can teach and not injure myself. And I have like these other problems with my neck too, which you know because I missed the December concert. So I tried to like not put my head on the violin. That's why. Okay, we ready? Let's hover bow. Here we go. Yes, so you relax your jaw. That's what that looks like. Okay, here we go. Ready? 3 and 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E. Shift and 2. Here we shift again. Shift and 4 and up and 2 and get ready to dip. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and shift down. 2 and I love your voices. Good. Sorry, I was thinking about something else. And 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and Okay, so I'm gonna let you guys pack up so I can speak with Emma. Okay, and yeah. Oh no, that was a mistake that I made. So sorry. Okay, so you guys are gonna reinforce the first page at home this week. Okay, and what I will do is post the lesson makeup for Sony. Okay, but you're practicing the first page this week, and then next week I will teach you all the third position on the second page. All right, there's that video, and